Hello, everyone. In this question, we are looking at a flowchart used in a theme park ticket system. The purpose of this algorithm is to calculate the total amount that a group of customers should pay when entering the theme park. At the beginning of the algorithm, the variables charge, total, and number are all set to 0. This is important because the program needs a starting point before calculations begin. Next, the algorithm inputs customer details one by one. For each customer, the system checks the customer category. If the customer is a child, the ticket charge becomes £5. If the customer is an adult, the charge becomes £10. If the customer is a senior citizen, the charge becomes £9. After deciding the correct ticket price, the algorithm adds the value of charge into the total variable. The variable number is also increased by 1 to keep track of how many customers have been processed. The algorithm then checks whether there is another customer in the group. If there is, the process repeats. Finally, when all customers have been entered, the algorithm outputs the total amount that should be paid. This flowchart demonstrates repetition, decision-making, and calculations inside an algorithm. In this slide, we are learning about a shipping charge calculation system. The algorithm calculates delivery charges based on the weight of a package. First, the user inputs the package weight using the variable W. The flowchart then uses several decision boxes to determine the correct shipping charge. If the weight is less than or equal to 1 kilogram, the charge is £3. If the weight is more than 1 kilogram, but less than or equal to 5 kilograms, the system adds an extra amount based on the additional weight. If the package weighs between 5 and 10 kilograms, a different formula is used. Finally, if the weight is greater than 10 kilograms, the algorithm uses the highest shipping rate. This question is testing our understanding of selection statements in a flowchart. Now let us look at the questions and answers. Question 1 asks about the purpose of the variable W. The answer is that W stores the weight of the package in kilograms. Another question may ask us to calculate the charge for a specific weight. To answer correctly, we carefully follow the correct path through the flowchart and apply the formula shown. Always read each condition carefully because the output depends entirely on the package weight. This slide contains questions and answers related to the theme park entry charge flowchart. Question 1 asks why the variable number is increased by 1. Question 2 asks why the variable number is increased by 1. The answer is that the variable keeps track of how many customers are in the group. When answering flowchart questions like this, always think about what information the variable is storing during the execution of the algorithm. The next questions focus on customer categories and ticket prices. Children pay £5, adults pay £10, and seniors pay £9.